for part 2 of all this. Hopefully all this is running alright, and yeah. So, I'm gonna be flat with you. I found a data pack that allows more crops and things. So, I do believe we're gonna go start finding some of those, in addition to trying to build our house here. Okay. So, starting immediately to build. I think we'll skip a few, go over here, have a back door out to a yard. I don't think we need windows here, but it might look good. Okay. Sun is just coming up. I'm thinking wooden pillars might be good all around. But then again, it might be better if we go out a bit. And do that, and then the wood. Something like that. Yeah. That way I have a better idea at making a roof. And we can just line this up with cobble. I should really try and make this not flat. I'm gonna need to get some more oak wood. That much for now. Cool. And then we can have glass panes here. And I think we can alternate what sorts of blocks we want. So we will put... We'll do it in sets of 3s, I think, if we can. Well, yeah, this isn't exactly, like, even, so... Because this is a middler thing, I'm more than willing to do that. I think it works. And then we can do something like this with all these, and then we can have more glass panes here and here. I'm still like, it might be a good idea to invert some of these things so we're not flat. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some more oak wood. I'm going to put away a bunch of this stuff real quick though. Yeah. So we're able to do a lot of things here with this new data pack. The reason I'm being so careful is to not go over here too quickly is because there's pillagers around here. They probably moved by now, but they are still out and about. Stick. And I literally didn't do anything between this and the previous episode. I am so lazy. So very lazy. I've been putzing and seeing about fiddling with MC Creator. And I'm really kind of curious on how making a mod would actually go, so by the time I get going on that, I'll probably have investigated a ton of it. But then again, this is me. I'm very lazy, like I just mentioned, so not expecting anything crazy about it, but the interest is there. So I might. My first idea was, hey, make yourself a giant everything mod, and you'll be a very happy person. I mean, maybe, yeah, but first ideas are always extravagant. Not that they'll ever get done properly, but I need to stop placing things, please. If I use panes here, I think they would just be floating in the middle here, but they would still be touching this, so I think that would be okay. That is not what I wanted to do at all. Okay. So panes, and then we'll invert this over here too. Well, we'll turn it into I wanted to do these on this side. That's might be. Just so we can have some semblance of non-flatness, I guess. We could legitimately turn this into like a little balcony thing. Or like a little sitting area. Yeah, you know what? I think I like that better. And with that, we can just put up fencing. Alright. And then I could actually substitute this block for a pillar, because I still have some of these. Well, a wall. Then I can slab up if I wanted to. Okay. I believe I did a bunch of... I could have swore I smelted glass. Oh, it's in my inventory. Yay! Let's get a stack of those in, yeah. And it is just sitting on there like I thought it was going to. Okay. And I could probably figure something else out with all that. Now my question is, do these... They do! That is so cool. I never knew they could do that. That is actually insane for me. Awesome. We can do that same thing here, just to get a little more depth into the walls. That is so cool. And I'm pretty sure that is vanilla, so really, really nice. Might be good if I were to turn this into some sort of a varied stair thing. Just trying to optimize thoughts and processes on what I'm doing here. No, no, that's not the block. Does that look okay? Practical perspective, there's nothing here. Also nothing there, so it's not a good idea to do a door. These might be better served as full blocks. There's still nothing there at the top. This is actually frustrating. Yeah, I don't like how flat this is. Let's get rid of this one pane and flip these around. And like so. Put a door in like that. And then we can make it I can put chests right in here. I think I will do that. I can also do shutters to make this look less open. But I also want I don't think I remembered those panes attaching to doors like that. I guess that'll be fine. Yeah, let's make a couple chests. Well, 4. Just for a little extra storage over here. Okay. I need to roof off that area in a little bit here. I'm thinking we can cap block these. And then we can... I'd say... Yeah, if we do something like this, and we... come out just a little, like so. Have a little bit of support for the slabs. We can come over here and do something like this. And then up and over. Then we can do more supports over here somewhere. There and there. Then we can come out and do this. Do we have any regular... I'm once again eyeing this up. I'm thinking some oak planks, stairs, and trapdoors would be good here. Actually... stairs. This should be the first legitimate room of the place built. If I can actually get up. There's a clever something that you can do, just like that. And then if you want a little bit extra, you could do something like that as well, but in an effort to get the textures connected, I think that's okay. And then we could do something, say, like that for more support up top. But this is Minecraft I'm talking about. I'm no architect. Don't get me wrong. It really just, I'm eyeballing, spitballing, etc. with all this. With that said, though, I can do stuff like this, and it looks like it's pitched enough. So upside down, right side, and then see, that's not even correct there. I did this, and then I did this, and then this. Nope, not that. It's already nighttime again. Why is it already nighttime again? Okay, that's this roof done. At least that part of the roof done. Now I want to put a hanging something in here. So I could probably make a lantern and just hang it in there. And that would be this area done. I just realized I do not have a sword. Let's go ahead and fix that, shall we? Do I have sticks? I do not. Anything to cook at the moment? Doesn't seem so. I should probably show you all some of those new crops and things that I mentioned because of the data pack. My inventory is kind of full of all the things, though. I'm thinking we could probably get away with doing a bunch more stairs just to make it more out there sorts of things. I need more stairs. Yeah, honestly, I am one dude, so we could just do something sort of like this. We should be able to kick our feet up like that. Sort of looks like a chair, and we just will be able to stare at the wall all day. The mountain. It works. It would also probably look better if I change this to a slab. See, now that looks like an actual chair. Alright. Yay. And I need to make another set of oak doors. Also, I did not find a village, because I didn't actually go wandering around. So, might need to go and fix that between episodes. My processes for building are absurdly slow. Looking in on this, I'm going to punch this out and turn it into a wall because it links there and it gives it more depth. The problem is it doesn't link to this stair block if I go up any further. We are back to needing more oak wood. Oh. I forgot to mention shift clicking actually stops the timber data pack from working. If I'm being honest, it's vanilla tweaks. I should probably show you the data packs and who they're by. So Crop and Kettle is the plant one that we're going to be using. Like, speaking of which, corn seeds. So we'll be able to plant all these things and grow them into actual foodstuffs. And this is like, because this is data pack stuff, this is basically vanilla with sprinkles. Apparently there's 5 new crops. At least 5 that this mod adds. So it'd be a good idea to find all of them and then plant. Again, I'm just trying to get oak wood here for the time being. Probably help if I got all the apples too, because I'm kind of lacking on food at the moment. If I do my backyard garden like I was planning on doing, I might have to do it small considering I want to put a big old tower in the back. But if I want to be one of those people, I have a big thing for squares in this game, so it's not going to be too crazy. if I go for something like that. Okay. Yeah, you can't really see it, but I might need to wrap this with something for more structure. On a depth basis, I think that's okay. So we can also do something like that, just to get the idea that's where this pillar of stuff stops. It'll look a whole lot better when I actually, like, maybe get done with it. I'm not really holding my breath on that. Were these upside down stairs? Looks like it. Go up, and then we go all the way around with another floor worth of this stuff. I think I could probably cap off that little area there too, because that's just a little itty-bitty bedroom furnace thing. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do exactly that. How much further up do I go, though? I think 2 is fine. I think I can pitch this area roof a little bit, actually. So, that's not the way I want it to be oriented, that way, and then that way, and then we can put a torch cap, and then we can do this, and then we can line it. What we'll do here... something like that. Then I can do... No, I need to do another slab there. That's what I'm thinking. Couple more supports. Okay. to get back into the house, and I need to take a look from the inside for a sec. Maybe I should put like a core of the house in as well. That might be a good idea. Zombie. Love that. Trying to think again, as I often get stuck within. Now we can put a pane over here. And we can mark, finish. I cannot even word today. That's how, like, out of it I am. This should actually probably be that instead of the other thing. But it also makes it look weird like that. It is supposed to be a little bit more open air, I would suppose. Man, I just don't know. I'd say it takes a lot to get me irate about specific things, but Minecraft is really easy when it comes to getting under my skin. Because things just tend to not look the way that I want them to. Still look a little flat from in here, but in order to circumvent that, I could actually remove that. I could put the birch version of those instead. If I just do that. Gives it a little bit of color, a little bit of depth. And then I could place another stair slab there. That wall looks nice and non-flat. It's a little difficult to get in the door though, but as far as like we should be concerned, that's not something to worry too much about. like I could just have the next layer of blocks resting on this. Because that's going to turn back into a cobblestone. Same there. And we'll be able to have our walls in place as we need. Again, for depth's sake. Game does not like me looking down. There is something happening. This is flat rock. I could probably... There are specific areas where I'm like looking, and it's just like getting hard to see. Like I don't know what's going on. It's being weird. We have been getting a lot done in this part, though. I think I'm very much liking the varied cobblestone pillar stuff here. If fences had the same physics, I think I would be more open to using those. For the time being, though, I've been going for 40 minutes. I feel like I should probably end it off soon, considering we had an hour to deal with this the last time. Yeah, let's make some more of those stairs. I need to really figure out some more blocks for depth. It's just all a matter of not having a absurdly flat wall. I'm thinking over here we'll probably have some shelving for some storage. That way we don't have to worry too much about all that being looking nice, and just up against a flat wall would make more sense. Well, relatively flat, because we don't entirely need to be looking out over here. But yeah, I need to get down into the mine. Excuse me. Dig up some more stuff. As far as the structure of this place is concerned, I feel like I could get away with using cobblestone walls as the liner going up to the next floor. I think that would be a good idea. probably finish up this place before we do anything. I see what we can do here. Might look a little strange for the moment. Okay, this is gonna need to be a stair? No, it can't. This needs to be a stair. Also can't. What am I missing here? If I want that to be filled in, that's got to be down there. That's got to be a stair, and then it's got to be that. I guess that'll work for now. Almost a little too cozy, but... Okay. So this will be like the main furnace room because it's obviously a chimney. And I just gotta make it a bit more high there. And then I'm gonna detail this with some extra birch doors just so it has more depth. I keep using that word and I don't even know how to get it working properly. Whatever. I gotta go cut more of that wood anyway. I could probably put like an armor stand here later. And then we'll get some more of this going. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. That wall still seems too flat to me. When I start placing, like, objects and, in quotes, furniture in here, I think I'll be in a good spot, but that, I believe, will be enough for this episode. A little bit less time spent on it in this, but we're on our way to having an actual house. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it, you know. I got 1 room, 2 rooms, technically 3 if you count this patio like that. Because I just have to roof it off and it's otherwise good. I can just get a bit more of these blocks in because the second layer up is going to be with the cobblestone. This house is going to be really intricate, and I got to figure out where to put a stairwell. I'm honestly thinking it might be in this open corner here. I don't know yet, though. I'll probably figure that out later, off screen or something. But it's coming. I could probably bridge it from there, but you have to go outside to get over there. But too many ideas, not enough interest or time. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and yeah, house. Bye-bye.